It's okay to change. Hello everyone, I am Kaylin Harris. I want to help you become the best version of yourself. I decided to start this journey maybe 6 months ago. I really was in a rut. I felt really mentally unhealthy. This was because I was spending so much time prioritizing my future and my business before I prioritized myself. I wish people would be more honest about how hard it is to start from nowhere. And so coming into 2024, I really have made a promise to myself to make sure that I am putting myself first. I'm putting my mental health first. I'm putting my physical health first. I'm putting my gut health first. I'm about a week into this journey already. This is a 7-week transformation. I really just want to go from this person that would not wake up in the morning and do her hair, would not put on intentional clothes to make sure that she looked good when she walked out of the house, and just that didn't feel good about herself. The first step in this transformation is a mindset shift. The key to starting is following your intuition and following your heart. They, for some reason, already know exactly what it is that you want and exactly what it is that you need. So you have to define what it is that you want, right? So I'm in this mindset and I want to shift to this mindset, but how do I get there? The first step is by defining who your character is. Who is that person that you want to be? Create a title for her. Maybe she's, for me, Kaylin Harris 2.0 or Kaylin Harris the Pilates babe, or Kaylin Harris the classy, modest businesswoman. Go to Pinterest and create a vision board so that you can get some inspiration on what it is that she's like. What is that character like? What does she wear every single day? She's a classy, modest businesswoman. So what are some modest choices that she can choose? Does she wear trousers on a regular basis? What is her mental health like? Does she go to counseling? This is something that I think is very important for me, but this may be helpful for you. Whoever your future self is, whoever your better version of you is, she has a budget. She has a budget. She knows how much money she's spending. She knows where her money is going. She's not a woman who makes 6 figures and has no idea where her dimes are going. Write down a paragraph in every category that you can think of: finances, relationship, and write down her life, her experience in that area, and write down your experience in that area. For example, Kaylin doesn't get up and do her hair every day. She gets up out of the bed 5 minutes before her meeting starts. She rolls out of bed, she does a quick little ponytail, and she goes to her desk. On the other hand, Kaylin, the classy, modest businesswoman, she gets up super early in the morning. She goes in the bathroom, she starts her morning routine, she curls her hair. She actually is intentional about what she's wearing. The ceiling of social comparison is so high that almost nobody can hit it. So instead of comparing ourselves, identify what's unique about you. What are your unique qualities? And write those things down. You know, what is it that you like that makes you completely different? What are those private things about you? Maybe you like watching ghost hunter shows. Maybe you have vivid dreams. For me, I have vivid dreams and I love to read. I'm a spiritual person and I love learning about psychology. Those are things that people don't immediately know about me, or you have to be really close to me to know. Write those things down and build on top of those. Waking up at 5 a.m. does not work for everybody. Waking up at 6 a.m. does not work for everybody. So for me, what fits my lifestyle right now is 7 a.m. And I don't just suddenly wake up with my alarm clock chirping at me or screaming at me. I try to have a more soothing awakening by allowing my smart lamps to come on about 10 minutes before my alarm clock. So I wake up to birds chirping. I wake up to this luminous light just kind of coming on slowly, and it's kind of warm. That way I'm not waking up suddenly. I notice that when I do that, I'm in a nasty mood. I don't want to get up. I don't want to start my morning. I'm like, okay, let me get 3 more hours. No, we're not doing this in this 7 weeks. Something that I do almost every single morning to try and treat myself, and it helps me to wake up easier, is I grab my phone immediately and I go on Instagram. I mean, just scrolling a little bit will wake you up. I have a schedule for my social media platforms and I can only spend an hour a day on there. I'm not over consuming information. Start your day by journaling or reading the Bible to set a really positive tone in your morning. Incorporate things into your morning routine when you wake up at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. that allows you to have a slower, calmer morning. Maybe do some skincare routines. Do a cleansing facial or a glow facial in the morning. Another thing is to really commit to styling your hair in the morning. Get up, do your hair, put a little bit of makeup, no makeup on. For the past week, I've been curling my hair consistently. It will really just boost your confidence. And so that's your morning routine, right? Whatever it is that fits your lifestyle, incorporate those things. Maybe you're reading a little bit in the morning. Maybe you're taking a bath in the morning. Maybe you do a shower and you do a sugar scrub in the morning. I typically do that at night. So that kind of leads me to the night routine. You want to have a really good night routine and schedule it around the same time every single day. So for me, I try and do it around 9:30 p.m. That's when I start my night routine. And I wrote down a list of everything that I want to incorporate in my night routine. This doesn't mean that in the 7 weeks that you do all of these things every single night. No, you may skip some things. And sometimes you just have to allow, your routines to compound so that you're not overwhelmed with complete new change. But no, maybe start by just taking a shower every night, flossing your teeth, moisturizing your body with body butter, and layering on your favorite fragrance, and end your night with a cocktail or a mocktail. One thing that I've been doing is stretching, which has been a deal breaker for me. I absolutely love doing that before I get into bed. But having a good routine will allow your day and your night to just go way smoother. The magic of life is in the calm, not the crazy, not the noise. The magic is in the calmness. I promise you. I read a book, it's called The 5 a.m. Club, and it completely changed my life. Because I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was, at the time, I think I was going for a walk, or I was riding my bike. I was just really enjoying nature, and I was enjoying the calmness. But I was spending a lot of time outside and actually just seeing things that you don't typically see on a regular basis. So for example, I would see a bunny rabbit. Like, who sees a bunny rabbit at 5 o'clock in the morning? How much undisturbed quiet do you actually get? How much time do you get to actually just look around and immerse yourself in life and how magical it is? It's almost a supernatural experience. It felt closer to myself. I felt closer to the things that I want and the things that I desire in life because I got to spend time in the silence, in the nature. So maybe incorporate a walk in your morning. Body time to me is pouring into you so that you're overflowing and you can give to others. That's what body time is. I incorporated home workouts into my morning routine. I'm pouring into my body, into my physical health, into the way that I want my classy, modest businesswoman to look, or my Pilates body to look. The other thing is nail care. I've been doing my nails at home because it saves me tons of money, but maybe going to the spa, getting your nails done, going to get a massage, getting a facial, something that will just rejuvenate your body. Now this might sound crazy, but this is actually the most effective thing that I've done this entire week. And all I did was add clip-ins into my hair. Like, I'm not telling you to go and get your hair done immediately when you start the 7-week journey. No, you can do something to your hair. I added clip-ins, and I've been having these clip-ins for 3 years, but the way I did it, I watched a video, I learned how to add layers and frame it to my face so that I feel good. I did 2 different parts. I had a side part at one point, then I did a middle part, but I am planning to actually get my hair done. It will boost your confidence. It will make you feel so much better about yourself. What do I mean when I say become an interesting person? It does not mean that you're not already interesting and you don't do things, but what is it that you do that makes you different? What hobby do you do that when people ask you about yourself, you are excited to talk about it? It's really good in these 7 weeks to incorporate at least one new hobby, whether that be horseback riding or knitting or learning how to sew, going to play tennis, or going to Pilates on a regular basis. One of the things that I think makes me interesting is that I love reading. You can start with audibles. I started with audibles and then I got back into books and I am just so in love with it. But becoming an interesting person is important. And so I'm going to recommend you a couple of books that I find really feed your soul. And the genre for me is self-help. That's the main genre that I choose. But I also love fictional books. I like romantic books. You know, I like historic romance. But here are some books that I recommend. The first one is Higher is Waiting by Tyler Perry. His story and his background is just so relatable, especially in knowing where he is today. And the second thing is the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. We talked about this. If you want to start getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I think that this is a really good starting point for you, and it's on Audible. I believe all of these books are on Audible. The Psychology of Money is really good if you don't feel like you're making good decisions in your finances. The last book that I recommend is Feeding the Soul by Tabitha Brown. I think that's what it's called, but you'll find it. All of these books are on Audible. Something that I've used for maybe 2 years is this app. It's called Structured. I find it to be really helpful, and it's like pink and it's super cute. I have my schedule written out, my whole morning routine, top to bottom. It's so cute. I can color coordinate it. I can sync it with my calendar, and the premium subscription is only $9.99 for an entire year. So I think that it's an investment. It's really helpful. This is what helps me. The app is called Structured, and so I just check off the things that I did. So wake up in the morning routine, you kind of just time block, and doing this really increases your productivity. It allows you to make sure that you're checking the things off that needs to be done. And so you can put your morning routine, you can put wake up on there, you can put walk your dog, all of these things, so that you can just keep track of your daily tasks. It's okay to change. It's okay to be different. I'm done being the person that people are willing to accept. I want to be the person that I want to be. Surrender your plan to God. The crazy, outlandish outcome that you imagine in your head is possible. It's absolutely possible, but it's your plan. And as long as you're focused on that, you're not enjoying the magic and every day and being grateful and allowing God to take you where it is that He wants you to go. You're gonna continue to have burnout. You're gonna continue to have self-doubt and just feel like you're not yourself. Progress is about consistent movement. It's about consistently moving towards your goal every single day. And every day seems small. If you take care of the small, and you continue to take care of the small, and you do good with the small, and God trusts you with the small, He will trust you with the big things. So let's let go. Let's let go together of our past identities, of the identities that people want us to have, and let's be our funky, crazy self. Okay, let's be that. Be who you want to be. Embrace growth. Embrace being around growth-oriented people. Maybe it's your environment that's not allowing you to change, or maybe it's the fact that you can't be consistent with anything that's not allowing you to change. The one thing about consistency that I find so crazy is that we know that it's the thing that's holding us back, but we continue to be inconsistent. Why is that? I asked myself when I stopped doing Pilates last year and working out, and I was loving my body. Why is it that we stop doing the things that are so good for us? Trust your process. Enjoy every step of the journey. Enjoy the journey. I know that that's so cliche, but really just enjoy it. Nicole, I really like her as a businesswoman. She said if you just do a little bit every single day, one day you'll wake up and you'll be exactly where it is that you want to be. So say this with me. I am consistent. I get things done. And I am a finisher. I am consistent. I get things done, and I am a finisher. Put a little attitude in it. I am consistent. I get things done, and I am a finisher, okay? So join me on this journey as we start becoming her.